Dude, okay, so here's what we're building this weekend, and I'm literally so pumped about this one because it's something you can actually finish by Sunday night.
Wait, seriously? We're talking about a full consulting business in 2 days?
Yes, and not just any consulting business. We're solving this massive problem that every creative professional has right now. They're posting gorgeous content, getting tons of likes, but their DMs are crickets when it comes to actual paying clients.
Oh man, that's so real. I see photographers with like 50,000 followers who are still booking clients through word of mouth because their Instagram isn't actually converting anyone.
Exactly. So, by Sunday night, you're going to have a live consulting offer that helps creatives turn their content into actual client conversations. We're talking inbound content strategy consulting, and I'm telling you, this is a $2,000 to $5,000 per month opportunity that you can start with literally just your laptop and some strategic thinking.
Okay, I'm already excited, but let's break this down. What exactly are we building here?
All right, here's the weekend challenge. And I want you to really understand the stakes here. By Sunday night at 9 p.m., you're going to have a real consulting offer live on the internet with a booking link and everything.
That's ambitious. What's the exact problem we're solving?
So picture this, you've got this wedding photographer, right? She's got gorgeous portfolio shots, beautiful flat lays, behind the scenes content. She's posting consistently, getting hundreds of likes. But when it comes to actually booking clients, she's still relying on referrals and word of mouth.
Wait, that doesn't make sense though. If she's getting engagement, why isn't she getting clients?
Because there's this massive gap between content that gets likes and content that gets clients to slide into your DMs. Like, she'll post a stunning wedding photo with a caption that just says, "Love capturing these moments," with some heart emojis.
Oh no, that's not selling anything.
Right. Compare that to what she could post. Same photo, but the caption tells the story of how she handled the bride's anxiety about rain, how she scouted backup locations, how she turned a potential disaster into the couple's favorite photos. That's content that makes other brides think, I need her for my wedding.
That's so smart. So we're basically teaching creatives how to bridge that gap between pretty posts and paying clients.
Exactly. And it's not just photographers. Life coaches are posting motivational quotes when they should be sharing client transformation stories. Graphic designers are showing their work, but never explaining the business results their designs achieved for clients.
This is such a real problem. So what specifically will someone have by Sunday night if they follow our plan?
Okay, here's your Sunday night checklist. You'll have a live offer with 3 service tiers, a landing page that actually converts, proof content showing you know what you're talking about, and at least 10 real conversations started with potential clients.
No way, that's actually doable in a weekend.
Totally doable. And here's why this weekend is perfect. It's early January, which means every creative is looking at their content strategy for the year. They're realizing their current approach isn't working, and they're ready to invest in something that actually moves the needle.
Plus, people are still in that new year, new business mindset where they're actually willing to spend money on growth.
Yes. All right, so let's dive into Saturday morning and start building this thing. Okay, Saturday morning, you're gonna wake up, make your coffee, and spend the first 2 hours getting crystal clear on exactly who you're helping.
This is crucial because you can't help everyone, right? We need to pick one specific type of creative.
Exactly. So, let's talk through some options. Wedding photographers are amazing because they typically charge high prices, they need to book clients months in advance, and their Instagram is literally their portfolio. But most of them are posting like an art gallery instead of a business.
What do you mean by that?
They'll post a gorgeous reception photo with zero context about their service. No mention of how they captured the moment, what packages they offer, or why couples choose them. It's pretty, but it doesn't sell.
So they're missing the business story behind the pretty picture.
Bingo. Another great niche is life coaches. Oh my god, don't get me started on life coaches posting generic motivational quotes.
Wait, what's wrong with motivational quotes?
Nothing's wrong with them, but they don't convert. Anyone can post "believe in yourself" over a sunset, but what if instead they posted about the specific client who went from unemployed to landing their dream job, including the exact mindset shift that made it happen?
That's so much more compelling because it's proof they actually get results.
Yes. And then there's graphic designers. They're showing their work, but never talking about the business impact. Like, they'll post a logo redesign, but won't mention that it helped the client increase their pricing by 40% or attract their ideal customers.
So the pattern here is that creatives are posting the work but not the value, right?
Exactly. They're showing the what, but not the why or the how or the results. So your job is to help them tell the full story that makes people think, I need to hire this person.
Okay, so how do we pick which niche to focus on?
Great question. Pick the one where you have the most credibility. If you've ever hired a photographer and can spot what good versus bad marketing looks like, start there. If you've worked with coaches or you are a coach, that's your niche.
That makes sense. What about the content to client gap specifically? Can we get more tactical about what they're doing wrong?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So let's break down the specific problems. First, they're posting content that gets likes but no saves. Likes are passive, saves means someone wants to come back to your content later, which is way more valuable for conversion.
How do you create save-worthy content?
Educational content, behind the scenes process stuff. Templates people can use, like instead of just posting the final logo design, post a carousel showing your creative process, client brief, 3 concepts you presented, and why the client chose the final one.
That's brilliant because it shows your expertise and your process.
Right. Second problem, their captions describe instead of sell. They'll say, here's a brand shoot I did for Sarah, instead of Sarah needed photos that would help her attract corporate clients instead of small business owners. Here's how we used wardrobe, location, and styling to position her as the premium choice.
Okay, that second version makes me want to hire that photographer for my brand shoot.
See? And third problem, no clear calls to action. They'll end post with hope you love this instead of DM me if you want photos that position you as the premium choice in your industry.
So by the end of Saturday morning, what should someone have written down?
You need a 200-word ICP document. That's ideal client profile. First, who they are specifically. Are we talking wedding photographers with 5 to 20,000 followers who charge between $2,000 and $5,000 per wedding?
That's super specific.
It has to be. Then describe their content problem. They post beautiful portfolio pieces with generic captions and no calls to action. Finally, define the gap you solve. You help them tell the business story behind the pretty pictures so their ideal clients slide into their DMs ready to book.
Perfect. So that's our Saturday morning homework. What's next?
All right. Saturday afternoon is when we build your actual offer. And I want you to create 3 tiers because different people have different budgets and comfort levels.
Okay, walk me through these tiers. What's tier 1?
Tier 1 is your content audit, and you're charging between $500 and $800 for this. It's perfect for people who want to test you out without a huge commitment.
What exactly are they getting for that money?
Great question. You're going to review their last 20 posts and score each one on conversion potential from 1 to 10. Not just this is pretty, but this post has 0 call to action, the caption doesn't speak to client pain points, there's no social proof. Conversion score is a 3.
That's super tactical. What else?
You identify their 3 biggest content gaps. Maybe they never show their process, they don't share client results, and they have 0 calls to action. Then you create a 5-page PDF report with specific fixes for each gap.
And how do you deliver this?
PDF report plus a 30-minute video walkthrough where you screen share and go through everything. This is key because it feels custom and high touch, even though you're probably going to find similar issues with most clients.
Smart. What's tier 2?
Tier 2 is $1,500. Strategy session plus 30-day plan. They get everything from Tier 1 plus a 90-minute strategy call where you dive deep into their business goals and ideal clients.
90 minutes feels like a lot. What are you covering in that call?
First 30 minutes is understanding their business. What packages do they offer? What's their ideal client budget? What results do their clients get? Next 30 minutes is content strategy. What topics will attract their ideal clients? How to structure captions that convert? What their content calendar should look like?
And the final 30 minutes?
Implementation planning. You're literally building their next 30 days of content with them. Which brings us to the other deliverables. Custom 30-day content calendar and 10 post templates they can copy.
Wait, what do these templates look like?
So for a wedding photographer, you might have a behind-the-scenes process template, a client transformation template, a Why I Do What I Do template. Each template has the post structure, caption framework, and suggested calls to action.
That's so valuable because they can just plug in their own details.
Exactly. And you're including caption frameworks for each content type. How to write a client feature post, how to caption a behind the scenes video, how to turn a portfolio post into a conversion tool.
Okay, I'm seeing the value stack here. What's tier 3?
Tier 3 is the monthly retainer. $2,000 to $5,000 per month, depending on their business size. This is ongoing partnership for people who want you in their corner consistently.
What does that retainer include?
Weekly strategy calls where you review their content before it goes live, help them optimize captions, plan campaigns around their business goals. You're basically their fractional content strategist.
That sounds intensive but super valuable.
It is. Plus, you're giving them DM scripts for converting followers into clients, monthly performance reviews where you look at what's working and what isn't, and priority support when they need quick feedback.
I love this structure because it meets people where they are budget-wise. Now, how do we actually sell this? We need a landing page, right?
Yes, and you're going to build it on Card or Notion because we don't have time for anything fancy this weekend. Here's your headline template. Turn your pretty posts into paying clients, content strategy that actually converts.
That's direct. What goes in the main sections?
First section is the problem. You're posting consistently, getting likes, but your DMs are empty when it comes to actual client inquiries. Include some specific examples they'll relate to.
Like what kind of examples?
Your portfolio posts get hearts but no saves. People comment beautiful but never ask about your services. You're still booking clients through referrals instead of your content. Make them think, oh my God, that's exactly my situation.
Perfect. What's next on the landing page?
Section 2 is your solution. Briefly explain your approach to bridging the content to client gap. Section 3 is your 3 service tiers with clear pricing and deliverables. Section 4 is social proof.
But wait, what if you don't have testimonials yet?
Great question. You can use case studies from your own experience. How I turned one Instagram post into 3 client inquiries, or audit a creator publicly and show the before and after of their caption.
Oh, that's smart because it demonstrates your skills even without formal testimonials.
Exactly. And end with a clear booking link, Calendly or Acuity, where they can schedule a 15-minute discovery call. Don't try to sell directly from the landing page. Get them on a call.
Why the call instead of direct purchase?
Because this is consulting, not a course. You need to understand their specific situation, confirm they're a good fit, and customize your approach. Plus, people are way more likely to pay $1,500 after talking to you than just clicking a buy button.
That makes total sense. So by Saturday night, we should have a live landing page with booking link?
Yep, and Sunday is when we create proof and start getting people to actually see this offer.
Okay, Sunday morning. This is where we prove we actually know what we're talking about, right?
Yes, and I'm so excited about this part because you're going to create proof content that also serves as marketing. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
How do we do that exactly?
You're going to audit 2 to 3 creators publicly. Now, you want to be helpful, not mean, so either get their permission first or use it as educational content without tagging them directly.
What does a public audit look like?
Screenshot one of their posts, then create a graphic or carousel showing what's wrong and how to fix it. Like, this post got 300 likes but probably 0 client inquiries. Here's why and how to fix it.
Can you give me a specific example?
Sure. Let's say it's a life coach who posted a quote graphic that says, "You are capable of amazing things," with a caption that just repeats the quote. Your audit points out no personal story, no client example, no call to action, no reason to save this post.
And then you show the fixed version?
Exactly. Same image, but new caption. My client Sarah used to tell herself she wasn't qualified for leadership roles. 6 months later, she's managing a team of 12. Here's the belief shift that changed everything. Then you tell the story and end with, "Ready to rewrite your own story? DM me."
Oh wow, that's so much more compelling. The second version makes me want to work with that coach.
Right? And you're not just saying this is better, you're showing exactly why it's better and how you'd fix it. That's proof of your expertise right there.
What if we don't have client stories yet since we're just starting?
Use your own experience. Think about a piece of content you posted that actually got people to reach out to you, then reverse engineer what made it work.
That's brilliant. What made that content different?
Usually, it's storytelling, plus education, plus clear next steps. Like maybe you posted about a business challenge you overcame and people DM'd you asking how you did it. That's the kind of content that converts.
So we're creating a case study from our own experience?
Yes, break it down. This post got me 3 client inquiries. Here's why it worked when my other posts didn't. Then show the specific elements that made the difference.
What kind of elements are we talking about?
Hook that speaks to a specific pain point, personal story that builds credibility, educational insight they can use immediately, and clear call to action. Most people do 1 or 2 of these, but conversion happens when you hit all 4.
Where should people post this proof content?
Start with your strongest platform. If you're most active on LinkedIn, post there first. Instagram and Twitter work great too. The key is choosing platforms where your ideal clients are already hanging out. And here's a pro tip. Turn your audit into multiple content pieces. The full breakdown can be a LinkedIn article, key insights become Twitter threads, before and after examples work great as Instagram carousels.
Smart. Maximize that effort. So our Sunday morning goal is 3 pieces of proof content published?
Yep, and make sure at least one of them includes a soft pitch for your services. Like, if you want me to audit your content strategy, links in my bio.
Perfect. That brings us to Sunday afternoon, actually getting people to see this offer, right?
Sunday afternoon is go time. You've got your offer, you've got your proof content. Now we're going to get people actually looking at what you built.
I'm nervous about this part. How do you announce a new service without sounding super salesy?
Okay, here's your post template, and I want you to make it story-driven. Start with something like, I've been watching so many talented creatives post gorgeous content that gets 0 client inquiries. It's heartbreaking because I know exactly how to fix it.
That's not salesy at all. It's just identifying a problem you've noticed.
Right. Then you continue with, so I'm officially helping photographers, coaches, and designers turn their content into client conversations. If your posts get likes but your DMs stay empty, let's fix that.
And then what? Just drop the link?
Not yet. Add some credibility first. I've helped creators go from posting into the void to booking clients directly from their content. Next week, I'm opening up spots for my content audit service.
Why next week instead of right now?
Creates a tiny bit of urgency without being pushy, makes it feel exclusive rather than desperate. Then you can say, link in bio if you want details, or just DM me the word audit and I'll send you info.
I like the DM trigger. That feels more personal than just clicking a link.
Exactly. And it starts a conversation, which is what you want. Now, posting on your own profile is great, but you also need to reach out directly to people.
Ugh, cold DMs. I hate this part.
I know, but here's the thing. They're not cold if you do them right. You're reaching out to people whose content you genuinely think you can improve.
Okay, what's the DM template that doesn't sound horrible?
Start with something specific about their content. Hey, Sarah, I love your photography style, especially that golden hour session you posted yesterday. Always lead with genuine appreciation.
That's way better than, hey, I can help your business.
So much better. Then you transition with, I noticed you get amazing engagement on your photos, and I keep thinking about how a few small tweaks to your captions could turn that engagement into actual client inquiries.
That's not pushy because you're pointing out something good first.
Right. Then you make a soft offer. I just launched a content audit service where I review posts for conversion potential. Would you be interested in me taking a look at your strategy?
What if they ask about pricing right away?
Don't put pricing in DMs. Say something like, I'd love to hop on a quick call to understand your goals first, then I can explain how it works. Are you free for 15 minutes this week?
Because the call is where you actually sell, not the DM.
Exactly. The DM just opens the door. Now, who should you be DMing? Look for creators who are clearly posting for business reasons, but making obvious conversion mistakes. Good engagement, but generic captions. Beautiful work, but no calls to action. Posting consistently, but probably not booking clients from content.
How can you tell if they're not booking from content?
A few signs. They're still posting DM for pricing instead of linking to packages. They ask for referrals a lot. Their content doesn't tell stories about client results. These are people who need what you're offering.
That makes sense. What about joining communities to find potential clients?
Yes, Facebook groups for photographers, LinkedIn groups for coaches, Reddit communities for designers. But don't just join and immediately pitch. Add value first.
What does adding value look like?
Answer questions, share insights, maybe do a free mini audit in the comments when someone asks for feedback on their content. Build relationships first, then mention your services naturally.
Smart approach. What about handling objections when people do respond?
Most common objection is budget. When someone says, I can't afford it right now, offer your audit-only service or a payment plan. I totally understand. I do have a $500 audit option, or we could split the strategy session into 2 payments.
What about I need to think about it?
Create gentle urgency. Of course, I'm only taking on 3 new clients this month, so just let me know by Friday if you'd like to move forward. Gives them a timeline without being pushy.
And the dreaded send me more information response?
Don't send more info, get them on a call. I'd rather not overwhelm you with a long email. How about a quick 15-minute call where I can answer your specific questions? I have time Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon.
Because if they won't get on a call, they're probably not serious about buying anyway.
Exactly. Okay, so our Sunday afternoon goal is 10 conversations started, right?
That feels achievable. Post the announcement, send 10 thoughtful DMs, engage in a few communities. What's realistic for first week results?
If you do this right, you should have at least 3 discovery calls booked by the end of week 1. And honestly, if just one of those converts to your $1,500 package, you've made more than most people make from a weekend project.
Okay, let's recap everything someone's built this weekend because this has been intense in the best way.
I'm actually so proud of what we just walked through. By Sunday night, you've got a complete consulting business. You defined your niche with a specific ICP document, you built a 3-tier offer with clear deliverables and pricing, and you created a landing page with booking link.
Plus proof content that demonstrates your expertise and 10 real conversations started with potential clients. That's honestly incredible for 2 days of work.
And let's talk numbers, because I want people to understand the potential here. Just 2 clients at your $500 audit level gets you $1,000 in your first month.
But it scales so much better than that, right?
Oh my God, yes! Once you prove your value with a few audits, people upgrade to the strategy sessions. 3 clients at $1,500 each. That's $4,500 in month 2.
And the monthly retainers are where it gets really interesting.
Right. Just 2 retainer clients at $3,000 each gives you $6,000 in recurring monthly revenue. That's life-changing money for most people.
What's the realistic timeline for getting that first paying client?
Based on what we've seen with other weekend builds, if you execute everything we talked about, you should have your first client within 2 to 4 weeks. The key is consistent follow-up and not giving up after the first few no responses.
And how do you scale this once it's working?
3 ways. Raise your prices as you get more testimonials, add services like content creation or ads management, and eventually hire team members to deliver some of the work while you focus on strategy and sales.
I love that this solves such a real problem. Every creative I know struggles with converting their content into actual business.
That's what makes this such a solid opportunity. You're not trying to create demand for something people don't want. The demand already exists. You're just positioning yourself as the solution.
And the barrier to entry is so low. You don't need special certifications or expensive tools, just strategic thinking and the ability to spot what's working versus what isn't in content.
Exactly. If you've ever posted something that got people to reach out to you, or if you can look at someone's content and think, this could be so much better, you're qualified to offer this service.
Any final words of encouragement for people who are thinking about building this?
Do it! Seriously, the worst thing that happens is you spend a weekend learning about consulting and content strategy. The best thing that happens is you build a 5-figure monthly business helping people you genuinely want to help.
And remember, you're not just making money, you're solving a real problem for creative people who are struggling to turn their passion into sustainable income.
That's what I love most about this build. You're literally helping artists and creators build better businesses. It feels good and it pays well.
All right, everyone, you know what to do. Turn off this podcast, open your laptop, and start building. We'll be back next Saturday with another weekend project, but right now, go create something amazing.
We believe in you, and honestly, we can't wait to hear how this goes for people. Tag us when you get your first client. We're going to celebrate with you.